Hello, I am here. This is another segment. For some reason, we're only on day 16. This is day 16th of the craft every day in May. And I have never done anything like this before. It's actually been pretty challenging for me because I do a lot of little bits and pieces of crafting throughout my day. And sometimes it's just hard to capture it all. Whenever I have a chance, I do it. But what I'm doing today, because I was running low on, is I have these little envelopes that I'm making, and they are tiny. To put in my pen friend letters, when I write my letters, I need envelopes to send little goodies to my friends, like stickers and just little bits and bobs, like small things that are flat, that are easy to put through the postal service without adding a bunch of cost. And this is the die that I have, and I had it in my stash and I've used it before, but I had not used it for a bit. And this is the die. It's an envelope shaped, and it's from Tim Holtz. And I've had it for a while, but back when I got it, evidently it was $30 originally, and I got it for $10. So it was on sale when I got it, and it wasn't part of the Hobby Lobby end of year clearance thing. Um, it was just on sale at a different point in time. But what I have is I have all this paper. This is the pad that I've had sitting here on my desk. I've had these paper pads that I've had for quite a while, and I was not sure what to do with them because they have patterns. I made this one from one of these pages. They have patterns that are like this that I wasn't sure. Now these I did cut out and put them to decorate my stationery. I took one of these out so far, but I have a couple more. Then I have this one that is this pattern, and I haven't really found any use for it in any other part of my crafting. See, they're double-sided, so they do have, as you can see there in that little corner, they do have other sides. And these cutouts, I have already used, I think, one page of the cutouts. Yep, like maybe two, because there's only one here, and I think there's three of each, but don't quote me on that. But I've already used some of these in my snail mail when I put little motivational cards for my pen friends. But all these other patterns, I wasn't sure what to do with them. So I'm going to make envelopes to put my little stickers and stuff in there with some of these pages. Of course, here's somewhere I actually cut out some pineapples, evidently, at some point. But I'm going to use some of them as best I can in these coin envelopes. And here's this page again, so it doesn't look like it does repeat. But, and I know I won't be able to use all of them, but what I may do is I just might make some extra coin envelopes and just send them to one of my pen friends. And then this is one of the books that I wanted to use up. And then I also have this one, which I've had forever and a day. And it's the same thing. I haven't used these for anything else. But then there's this one. So I am going to spend my morning, and then this one, which is kind of pretty, I think, for a coin envelope, to use and make some of these. Here's some like a newspaper print in the back. There we go. So anyhow, that is what and here's that pattern. What I was planning on doing for this morning for Craft Every Day in May, I was just going to sit here and run my die through the die little cutter multiple times with different papers. And I'm also, what I'm going to do when I'm done with these, I'm going to have a bunch of scraps, because even with these couple that I've made already, I already have scraps. So I think what I'm going to do is I have a confetti die. I didn't pull it out of my drawer, but a little confetti die, and I think I'm going to cut confetti to kind of sprinkle lightly into the letters. I don't want to confetti bomb anybody, but just a little bit of confetti in the envelope to when I send the snail mail. So then I'm going to combine them all together to make like a little mix. But anyhow, that is all that I have for today. What are you all doing this for some reason, this craft every day in May has really lasted a long time for me, even with having more time now that my kids are out of school. I've had a little bit more time to craft, but then it's unbelievable how other things will pop up and want to steal your time from you. Unbelievable. And I'm having to kind of fight and, struggle with that because I do want to get some craft time. I want to get, I would love to be able to get on hangouts and craft with my girlfriends and be able to do some things with them together. But by the time the evening comes, it's 8:30, guys, and I am falling asleep some days in my recliner. And when I feel like that, I just go to bed because that way I can get some good rest and maybe feel better for the next day. That's not happening. The next day comes around and then we want to watch some TV programs that we've had accumulated too because we didn't have enough time to watch them during the school year because we were wanting to go to bed early and make sure we're feeling fresh for the next day of learning. So now we've got TV programs to catch up. I got crafting that I want to do. There's supplies that I want to use because I don't know, and I think I hear it a lot in some of the crafters. You all's room are just as full as mine of craft supplies that you are just wanting to use and trying to get to as best you can. And that is what I'm trying to do. And I'm putting things in my pen friend letters. I do a lot of flat snail mail. I don't do a lot of packages and a lot of big things. Every once in a while, I'll do something, you know, bigger. But for me, when I start sending too many packages, excuse me, the postage just goes wild on me. It goes crazy. And then a lot of that postage that I save is by making flat things. And on occasion, I'll send something bigger, a package maybe a couple of times a month. But anyhow, I have tons and tons of things that I need to send my snail mail friends, some my pen friends, in their envelopes, and I just have not had enough time to put things together in order to mail it to them. So even those things that I'm sending to my snail mail pals are being delayed. But anyhow, I will let you all go now. I have one more video to record, and then I am out for the day. And I have activities to do today, and it might even rain, so we might get a little soaked when we go to our errands today. You all have a great day. Any comments, anything, post them down below, and I will be back at a later time. Bye. Off to make envelopes.